Welcome and thank you for watching. What we're going to do here is a tutorial on how to apply to the Michigan Fine Arts Competition through the Call for Entry website. The first thing we're going to do is start at the BBAC homepage. In your browser, you will enter bbartcenter.org. From the homepage, you'll be able to navigate to the MFAC prospectus by clicking on Michigan Fine Arts Competition on the bottom left menu, just here. The homepage may change during the application process. Anything here may change. However, this menu option will remain here through the application process and the exhibit. From here, once I click on this, we can navigate to the prospectus. We're not going to take the time to go through it now. I'm going to assume that you have already read it and understand what will be required of you. Throughout this process, however, we will be touching on some of the bigger points. What we're going to do now is click here to get started. This will bring us to the call detail on the Call for Entries website. This here is repeated information from the prospectus. And to get started, we will need to create an account. If you have applied to this competition last year, you may already have an account with Cafe. In that case, just log in. You may want to take some time to review the contact information that you have provided and make sure that it is all still current. What we're going to do is click register here. And we do have to agree to the cafe's registration information, and then there are also their terms and conditions. So yes, I do agree. So as you are creating your account or updating your information, please be aware that the spelling of your first and last name here will be as we receive it at the BBAC for our publications and gallery labeling. In addition, the contact phone number and email you use for this account will also be the contact information that is provided to the BBAC. Please be sure to utilize the email that you use most often. If the BBAC needs to contact you, we will be doing it primarily through email. Your phone number should also be the best contact number to reach you in the event that we have to make phone calls directly. Via email, you will be getting jury results and exhibit reminders. Moving on, now that we have created our account, we're going to build our digital portfolio. But first, I am going to log in. My information is already created. Okay. So we're going to work on our digital portfolio, and we're going to do this by clicking on here, My Portfolio. And then we're going to upload images. So let's click on Upload Media. And now we are going to select that we are uploading images. And now we are going to choose the file. So this is coming into my computer now. And these images, I do want to say, are dummy files. They're purely being used for demonstrative purposes. I do not own them, and neither does the BBAC. So I have my file chosen. I just double-clicked on the file. I am going to fill in the information that Cafe is asking for. Medium, this is a photograph. Height, this information right now I am making up. I'm entering as it instructs a 0 for 2D work. This information you do want to be sure is accurate. This is the information that we will get regarding each individual piece that you submit. The juror will also be able to see this. Make sure you enter it as you would like it to appear in all publication and gallery displays. Now that we're here at the price value field, this is where we get a lot of questions. Regardless if the piece is for sale or not, there does need to be a monetary value attached to it. This will either be the retail value or the insurance value if it is not for sale. Cafe does not allow us to enter whether or not it's for sale. So at this time, just the monetary value is required. We will come back to what to do if it is not for sale. So I am going to say that my piece is $1,000. And it was completed in 2015. This art in public places, the primary discipline, the description is not required, but if you would like to enter it, please feel free. And now we are going to add here to my portfolio. Now Cafe is going to tell us that we have uploaded it successfully and display all the information back to you. And we are going to return to my portfolio here at the top center. You will see that here in my portfolio, the piece is available. For this competition, you may enter 2 pieces to be considered for jury. If you are working in 2D media, that is 1 image per artwork. If you are working in 3D media, you may enter 2 images per artwork. Cafe will allow for a total of 4 images to be entered, but only depending on your media will 4 images be considered. If you work exclusively in 2D media but uploaded 4 images, only the first 2 will be considered. So please be very accurate in what you are uploading. So next, what I'm going to do as we move on, I am going to upload my 3D media. I'm going to click Upload Media again. Again, I'm going to select for image, and I am going to choose my file. So here, my dummy images again. And this is the, I'm just calling it Lego face. It's a sculpture. You might like to be more, I'm going to call it mixed media. You might like to be more accurate, more descriptive in your medium. If you're working in mixed media, that is absolutely fine, and sometimes the jurors do find that quite useful. So use that to your advantage. I'm going to put in some dimensions. Depth is 10. Again, my price and insurance value. My year completed. And again, I am adding to my portfolio. And it does tell me that everything, it tells me everything back. And I can confirm that yes, here it's in my portfolio. We're going to do this one more time, and I'm going to add my detail. I'm going to choose my file. Here's my detail image. This is the Lego face detail. Medium is mixed media. Height, I already forgot what I just entered. This is $1,000. All of this is the same information, I hope, that I just entered before for the full view. It does need to be entered twice. Again, the juror will be able to see this information, so we do want to provide it to him. And add it to my portfolio. Okay, so my portfolio. And now that we have completed our portfolio, we are going to apply to the Michigan Fine Arts Competition by first clicking up here, top center again, apply to calls. I find the best search words here are city and state. So we're going to enter Birmingham, and we'll enter Michigan. And otherwise, I find that it gets a little bit too specific and sometimes will trip up in the system. So I'm not going to change any other information here in the search. And now we'll see the very first and only result at this point in time. You may see different results than I get now. Is the 34th Annual Michigan Fine Arts Competition. So we are going to apply to this call. And this again is repeated information from the prospectus. So please be sure to read through this, and you will have to agree to continue to apply to this call. And now we are going to move through the individual prompts here. And what we're doing here is really driving home the most important parts of the prospectus. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the number of images that can be submitted. We've covered the requirements in this tutorial already, so I'm confident that you understand that only one image will be considered for 2D work. So we're going to check that box. Here's where we get back to what to do if your work is not for sale. If your work is accepted into the show, you will have to confirm whether or not the piece is for sale. We will assume that everything is for sale unless you contact us to say otherwise after the jury results have been posted and you have been accepted into the show. So we're going to click that I understand that it will be your responsibility to provide us the information that it is not for sale once it is accepted, if it is accepted. Next, we will have the prompt about communication with the BBAC. We have already covered that the BBAC will be communicating primarily via email, and here we're just driving that point home. So we're going to click that, yes, I get it, email is queen. Then regarding payment for the application, the BBAC is accepting credit card and check for the entry fee. CAFE will tell you that your check must be postmarked by June 1st. However, the BBAC must receive your check by June 1st to be considered by the juror. If you're not confident that your check will arrive in time, please pay by credit card or debit card. So I know the options for paying my entry fee by check. We'll click the box, and now we're going to select our images. So I am working both in 2D and 3D media, so I have my 2D submitted, and I have my 3D full view, and I have my 3D detail. And we're going to save the application. And again, my work is 2D. I am submitting one image per entry. Here, my work is 3D. I am submitting 2 images. Okay, and we're going to save. And we will check out, and this will be the final step in the application process. We are going to check that yes, the Michigan Fine Arts Competition is what we are applying to today. We will recalculate, and we're going to put our payment preference. Now, once you click this Visa or MasterCard, you'll see that everything here is pretty familiar, pretty standard looking. If you have ever purchased anything online, it's all pretty standard. Okay. I'm going to go back to checkout. Okay. And submit via check, so you can see here, I'm going to enter my check number as 1002, and we are going to click to complete. Again, this says postmarked by June 1st. This is incorrect. It does need to be received by June 1st. Click to complete, and you may like to print this receipt and mail it with your check. It will have your name on it here, so we will understand, what to do with it. And that is how you apply here to the Michigan Fine Arts Competition. If you have any further questions, you can call us at the office. The number is 248-644-0866. My name is Jessica. I am more than happy to help you with any other questions that you have about how to apply. And I might end up having to direct you, if there are any bigger questions other than what we've gone through, to the proper person, which might be for technical help, the call for entry CAFE help. Thank you again for watching, and good luck with